Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to hit a little late night film room here on whatever this is, Wednesday night when we're doing it. So we're going to look at doing it late because I don't know, I'm up, and because we're looking at a couple missed opportunities from the Packers game this past weekend. And I figured that's probably better to do when people are asleep because probably not a lot of people want to watch that. So we're going to look at two plays. First play we're going to look at, and as always, we've got the stuff up here. Third quarter, 9 minutes, 45 seconds left. Second and 7 and 12 personnel. So for the uninitiated, that'd be one running back, two tight ends, two wide receivers. What they're going to be running, and they're gonna run a smash fade look. So we'll watch the play. It's going to be incomplete, kind of an underthrown ball out there. We're going to talk about it because this is a concept the Packers run quite a bit. So we'll kind of run through it, watch the play, refresh our memories, come back to it and watch it. So there we go. Rodgers drops back, chucks to Jones. Oh, could have been a touchdown over the top. All right. That's too bad. That's a missed opportunity. What happened? What are they running? Well, so on this side, they're running like their smash fade look, which is kind of a hitch there. And then you've got a little fade, deep fade route over the top. Now, the thing that's interesting about this one, or the way they're kind of trying to get to it, you typically do not see the Packers run this, or a lot of teams run this against two highs. You got these two high safeties here. And the reason you don't do that is because if this safety drops back, you're capping that route. This is better run. You saw the Packers run this a lot with Devontae. You think a lot of those long Devontae catches down the sideline was a result of a smash fade thing, but it's usually against single high because you've got a single guy high in the middle you're running away from. Against two high, they're not really doing that. The way the Packers are looking to attack that here is by taking this guy in the slot and running him up. And that's Christian Watson. So you got the speed of Christian Watson at the number 3. So the way you number these is 1, 2, 3. So Christian Watson at the 3, running straight up there and threatening that safety. And then you're trying to hold him. And so the idea is, and then over here you're running, I think, like kind of a little follow dig thing over here, little levels on that side. If you like that backside, you can go to that. But the main concept you're looking at, hitch here to hold that man in place, run a fade over the top, and then to hold that safety in place, you're running Watson vertically up the middle. So that's the idea. That's what we're looking for. You're still trying to hit that slot fade, and this is Aaron Jones in the slot that you're looking at. So this is who we're throwing to on that slot fade. Again, something you don't typically see against too high, but the way they counteract that is by putting Christian Watson there. So you get some matchup stuff here, and again, you've got, so the 12 personnel would be, it says 12 personnel. So you think, okay, one running back, two tight ends. You can go heavy with that, or as the Packers doing, they're going spread. You got your running back there. Get Mercedes Lewis out wide, as you do. You want your deepest speed threat guys on the outside there, and Tunyon's on the outside as well. And then Dobbs and Watson are your two wide receivers there. So looking for matchup stuff. I think it's Anzalone there, that linebacker in the slot. He's kind of looking over the top. You got a couple guys uncovered there. So what's going to happen is you've got Anzalone passing him off. So you can see right there, Anzalone's passing him off. Circle him there, but he's not running with him, which means you've got this free. The only thing you have to do is hold that man so he doesn't cap it. And I'd say it's too high. And really what they're looking at, got this too high, and it looks to be the kind of a Tampa 2 look where you're running this linebacker right down the pipe and getting him underneath that route there. So that's the thing with too high, with a cover 2 look, you're spreading those guys outside on the deep portion of the field, which means you're susceptible in the middle of the field. So you send that linebacker up there. So you got this too high look with this Tampa 2 with him running up here. But this guy, you can see his eyes. This is the key guy here. He's looking at Watson. We'll see Rodgers is reading him. We'll see it from the backside as well. Rodgers sets. And at the time he sets and he's looking to kind of load, you can see him looking right there. Anzalone has passed him off. You got the hitch has done his job. You're pulling him up there, which means ocean of space for Aaron Jones. Throw that. So you did what you want to do. Too high, even against too high, you're able to occupy this safety right there. You've occupied him in the middle of the field. You've opened the boundaries, which against too high, you don't necessarily get to do. But the speed of Christian Watson, throwing him on that side, on that smash fade side, out of trips, you get to do that. You're tying up your too high. This is great, man. We got our look. We got everything we want to do. Rodgers throws the ball. It's underthrown. I mean, so if this is thrown out a little bit more, we'll talk about this. If this is thrown out a little bit more as he's throwing, you can see, okay, safety's breaking because he's reading the path of the ball. If this is thrown out a little bit more, he's able to drop back a little bit. I still think a good throw still beats this because the angle he's at and where Aaron Jones is kind of hitting there, you can outrun that. So if that ball's up over the top into the end zone, I bet that certainly looks like a touchdown to me. Instead, slows down, safety gets a beat on the ball. He's able to come up, knock it out. You can see Jones reaching back there as opposed to catching it, say, out here. If that's thrown there, the safety is not getting there. So instead of a touchdown, that ball is almost picked off, knocked away. You hate to see it, man. You really do hate to see it. So we'll look at Rodgers here, kind of what he's looking at. Speed it up a little bit because no one really cares. Looking at that safety, watching the safety. Okay, I've got him. Chuck this up. This tipped, needs to be out in front. So just kind of a shame there. So that's the first one. Second one, this is one when I was seeing it live. I was like, oh man, they had that sucker. So this is going to go, and this is actually going to be complete. They get a gain of 4. Third quarter, 6.5 left. First and 10. And they're going to pick up 4. Once again, 12 personnel. Different alignment this time. You got your 1. Got this kind of hip slot look over here. This YY wing with Davis and Tunyon as your tight ends. That's your 1. That's your 2 for your 12 personnel. And then your wide receivers are out here. And that's Watson and that's Dobbs. And it's going to go, you're going to throw it to the flat. So we'll watch it and then we'll kind of go back and talk about it. So here we go. He's looking, snap, reads it out, throws it. 4-yard gain. Could have been better. What are they running? They're running a kind of a dragon, or if you want to call it a double dragon look with a sluggo on the other side. So dragon, now there's no Jimmy and Billy Lewis for the double dragon, but dragon is slant flat. This is going to be double slant flat is kind of how you look. And so the Packers have been using this a lot in the second half, not necessarily this concept, but they like their quick game, quick hitting follow concept. So you get this guy kind of clears the way for the middle. You read a guy here, or here probably. You read what he does. If he goes with this guy here, that means you clear it out. You throw that. But you also have, that's your kind of your main follow concept there. But then you're also running a flat route there. And so if they're in man, if they're follow, if you got someone guy kind of clearing the window, you got the flat defender, say this guy here. If he's clearing the window on the slant, like there, you wait for him to clear. And you throw the slant behind it, and you got the follow concept behind it. That's a general idea. Now, what the Packers are going to be doing here, slant, sluggo. You got a slant and go on that side, and you're running the flat route there. So you've got this follow concept, which, again, the Packers love doing. This little follow concept. You fake the follow, then you have the sluggo, you got the slant and go on the outside, and you got the flat right underneath to kind of complete the dragon set there. But you're setting this up, man, because really the way you read this is for the follow, inside out. So you're reading this guy, and then if this breaks here, then you throw the back guy. Generally, that goes to the back guy. So you can want to see how they jump this, how the defense plays this, kind of how that's open. So this is one that we've seen Rodgers hit before. So this, I don't know what's going on here, but this certainly seems like a very big missed opportunity. So we can see here, back pedal. He's looking in. Right there, it seems like, they're looking to jump this. We'll watch as soon as he kind of rears his hand back. That guy's breaking. This guy's still backpedaling. You've already got the sluggo, so he's already taken off. He's already gone. Right there, you can see the safety. We'll watch him right there. When the ball is out, flat-footed. So if this is as we see with a lot of these kind of like double move shot plays, you get a little shoulder shimmy pump fake into this is what Rodgers will do, what a lot of quarterbacks will do. So you're selling that. You've got the flat. It's something you've shown 1,000 times. Hit that shoulder, pump that shoulder a little bit. You're bringing him down. You're holding him. You've got an ocean of space on the sluggo out here that Dobbs breaks into. And again, it's one of those things you never know because we don't get a chance to see the whole thing play out. But based on how this looks before the ball is even out, the ball's out here, but just even right before when the ball is out, the little shoulder shake, you force a reaction from the defense from this guy and just holding this guy in place. You got an ocean of space. You can just throw that sucker. So I always hesitate to kind of stop some of this stuff. And then you look at like the still shots and go, well, he was wide open. Because if you see like here, look at this. Dobbs is throwing up the mailbox right there saying, I'm open. And you say, okay, well, the ball's in the air. There was a reaction. This guy's clearly heading down. This guy's flattening out. Maybe he's able to pick that up over the top. It's a different angle. But I think based on where he is, based on where the safety is, where he's flat-footed, if they give a little shoulder shimmy or even just that initial reaction, and we'll watch Dobbs specifically on this play and see what he's able to do. Well, slant and go. He's gone, man. He's absolutely gone. So I think that's another one. Again, you hesitate to say like some of the movement was forced after the ball was out, but this to me, even before the ball's out, this certainly looks like they've got that sluggo open, and that's something you're looking for. I talked about one last week that they ran the sluggo on that they missed, or they didn't really look at. And it's kind of okay, this might be something that you kind of work in to there. And so you set it up again, you throw it out there. You had some follow concepts you're throwing already in this game. They're keyed up on it. Defense is looking for it. You hit them with the sluggo. They had them, and it looks like they just missed it. So you get the 4 yards on 1st and 10. I mean, still, it's a fine play, I guess. But man, you watch this play. Like if they just, there's a couple of these moments that if they went one way or another, maybe the game breaks a little different. So that's all I really got. Again, I know no one's really looking forward to, hey, look what the Packers perhaps could have done differently in a game that they lost. Maybe not the most fun to do, but a couple plays that I found interesting kind of talking through. So I hope you guys enjoyed them as well. Appreciate you guys, whoever was here. If anyone was here watching me going through this, appreciate you guys staying up late and watching this, and I will talk to you later.